everybody. So for Random Thoughts Thursday today, something I thought I should do is share with you guys what I feed my horses. Now, this is something that I get asked a lot. What do I feed for grain? What supplements do I use? There's a few things that I'm loyal to and a few things that do change. And I'll be honest, I feed a lot of things. I think that is part of life of a performance horse, but I also think that barrel racers tend to get a little bit carried away in what we feed, and I'll admit it. So I do feed a lot of different things. I know that there's going to be, Cody's going to watch this and laugh at me because he keeps it really simple for his horses, but you know, to each their own. And I will share with you guys, like I said, it kind of changes. There's a few things that will always stay, but some of the things I kind of will try and test out new stuff. So I'm going to share with you guys what I'm feeding right now. Okay, well, I'm actually a little embarrassed to show you guys all the supplements I feed, but it's all good stuff, and I'll show you all of it now. Okay, so the grain I use, I rotate between two brands. Honestly, this brand is, I can get it closer to where I live. The other brand I like is further away, so it's purely convenience. This is like an alfalfa pellet that's like a 14% protein. Kind of just has some vitamins and minerals in it, nothing crazy. The other one I use has a little bit more content to it, but yeah, I just kind of stick with something pretty basic. Okay, so I have a slight obsession with SharpEdge supplements, and they sponsor me, which is really awesome. So I'm going to show you a couple of the things that I cannot do without. One, mare mix. If you have a mare, you need this. Night and day difference. It helps to keep their lower back soft. Really good to help with any mare-like symptoms, just kind of keeps them a little bit more level. So that is a huge one. I also use Focus Joint Formula by SharpEdge. Happy Belly is a really good one, and then One a Day. And I actually take One a Day as well. It's really good for your immune system and that kind of thing. So I take it, I just put it in my smoothie in the morning. I've also been using Biomane for Jada, mainly because she rubbed out a bunch of her mane before I got her, and I've been trying to grow out her bridle path as well, so she's been getting Biomane. Okay, so these are something that I actually got a coupon to use to try the product. So I have MVP Gastroplex and then MVP 6-Way. And I've heard really good things about these products. A lot of girls really like them. I probably won't continue to use it only because I don't think I can actually get it in Canada very easily, for one. And for two, I have some really great products that are sponsored to me, so I find those kind of round out everything that I'm feeding. But since I got these, you know, kind of as a trial, I figured I would use them up. So I've been giving them to both Jada and Grinchy. I've been giving this to Jada as well upon vet recommendation. She's in the background, she heard her name. Upon my vet recommendation, she's been a little foot sore, so we're just gonna give her some of this and see if that kind of helps strengthen up her feet. And then the girls get their Praise Hemp Oil right on top of their grain. Again, like the bodybuilder stuff, it's really good because I find it's great to just have all my other stuff stick to my grain. There's a whole list of benefits that come with hemp oil. I could go on forever, but I like it because it makes my horses really shiny, makes their hair look amazing, and I think it's really good for keeping weight on. Okay, so this is something else that I've just recently added to the girls' grain. I'm taking it too, so I've heard all about this magic little yellow pill, as the girls call it. Tons of barrel racers are raving about it and all the wonderful things it does, so I figured I would try it. Like I said, they're taking it, I'm taking it. We've not even quite gotten to a week yet, so do I feel any magical difference? Not yet, but I'm going to keep trying it. I kind of decided I would try a couple months of it to see if it does anything, so we will see. Okay, so when I travel on the weekends, I add a couple extra things, as if I didn't have enough in their feed already. Just a few things that I use on the weekends only, or days that I'm competing. Okay, so a few things that are a little bit different when I'm on the road and when it's really hot in the summer. I will add an electrolyte supplement into my horse's grain. I don't have a specific favorite. I have this one right now, and this one. I personally don't think there's a huge difference in different electrolytes. I think they all kind of serve a similar purpose. They're not very expensive. These are just ones that I actually won both of them as prizes. So I've just been using kind of what I got. Okay, so this is one of my weekend go-to things. I use my PETtanicals, which I absolutely love. So this is a different version of hemp oil because it has CBD in it, and CBD is really great for an anxious horse, for pain management, that kind of thing. There's a whole list of benefits, but I give it to my horses on days I compete as well. I just pour it on their grain, or if I forgot or don't give them grain that morning or whatever, I will just give them a syringe of it in their mouth. And this is another thing that is a little different on the weekend. It's Yaohawan, I think. It's good for mares. If you have a mare and you're competing, you need to use this. They're little round black pills, and I put about 10 or so in each of my mare's grain on the days I'm competing. So these little Chinese medicine pills, I just use them because my voodoo doctor recommended them, and it was kind of an extra mare thing. So anyone that has a mare that's a little bit moody, maybe they get back sore, anything like that, this is just a really good thing. I find it helps them perform a little bit better and takes away some lower back soreness and that kind of thing when they are sort of being a moody mare. So this is a really good thing to add in on days you're competing. Something that is a little bit different for my horses that I would run versus my babies is the babies don't really get, well, they don't get near as much. So I'll show you a few things that they get, but yeah, I keep it really simple for them because they're just not performance horses yet. They need a few things, I think, to kind of support them growing and that kind of thing, but I just don't think that they need the extent of supplements that my performance horses get. These get this. They get this mixed in their feed, and their regime is a little bit simpler. Same grain, but then they get young-anols. So I opened the bag upside down, so excuse me on that. But the Praise Hemp Protein Fiber, it's like a powder. All of my horses get that. So we have an old retired horse on our place. He gets this, as well as my horses that I run and my babies. The babies and that old retired horse also get this from Praise. I'm sorry that all my stuff is so dirty. This feed room is a disaster. It's called Bodybuilder. So this is, I believe, a higher protein version of a hemp oil. It's kind of like a nut butter is what it reminds me of. It separates a little bit, and it's got kind of the thicker stuff that you need to mix that sticks to the bottom. But it's really good for putting weight on. So my old retired horse as well as the babies all get this stuff, and I've seen a huge difference in the babies putting weight on. All right, well, here are my concoctions before I actually mix them up. You can see all the grain in there, and then the SharpEdge, and then that's my Praise Hemp stuff as well, the protein fiber. So that's the babies, and Splash, that's our old retired horse. And these are the girls. You can see theirs that are a little bit crazier, but this is before I've added oil and the bodybuilder. The nice thing about that stuff is it kind of helps the other supplements to stick to the grain. And after I feed, my hands are always orange because I reach into the bag and just take pinches of the herbs out, so fingers are always a little bit yellow. Okay, so I'm sure that was a little overwhelming. I'm well aware of it. I know it's a lot of things, but there's a few things in there in particular that I will never ever go without. Mare mix is by far something I will never ever go without ever when I have a mare. Everything else as well, but that is like the one go-to thing. If you guys have any questions, let me know. The other thing too with something like the SharpEdge supplements is I'm gonna actually put a link to the SharpEdge Facebook page below this video. And on that Facebook page, there's actually a section where you can go through and watch little video clips with Tracy Sharp. And Tracy Sharp was the original founder of the company and the lady that designed all the supplements. So you can watch videos on each different supplement so you can get a little bit more kind of knowledge on what's in them and why, and whether it would be a good thing for your horses. So the good thing about SharpEdge is it's a Canadian company, but Melissa will ship to you anywhere in Canada and the US. So feel free to order off their website. And I'm also going to put links to the Praise supplements that I use. I buy from a lady named Bernadette Gibbs. So I'm going to put the link to where you can find, I guess, her. I'm also going to put links for the other supplements in there as well. So the Praise Hemp supplements, I will put a link in the bottom here. The rep that I deal with, her name's Bernadette Gibbs. She is wonderful, really knowledgeable, and can answer any questions you have. And then for that little yellow pill that I was telling you guys that I use, I've just started using. I have just ordered those through a girl named Taylor Cherry, and I'm going to put a link to her website as well. So she's also a good one to get in contact with if you have any questions about that. So all the links for everything in the video that I use is going to be down there below. The kind of generic things are pretty easy to find, the electrolytes and the Farrier's formula, if you guys are interested in that stuff. But I will show you the links for my favorite things in the down below. So thanks for watching, and again, if you have questions, feel free to ask in the comments.